Gleaning Mustard Seeds with Jerrie Barber. Mr. Barber is a preacher, a ventriloquist, a barefoot runner, and writes 2 blogs. When Jerrie communicates, he encourages people, try not to learn very much. Find a mustard seed. In the next few minutes, try not to learn very much. Look for something you can do to move a mountain, remove a stumbling block, or provide a stepping stone for yourself or someone else. And now, here's Jerrie with this week's mustard seed.
Today we start a new series. I love criticism, but not too much. I've not always liked criticism. There was a time when I avoided it. A Monday afternoon counseling session changed that. To get a better context for this and following talks, listen to episodes 12 through 16. In this series, I will deal with difficult, malicious criticism. How do I evaluate criticism? Notice 2 verses in 2 chapters in Proverbs. Proverbs 12, verse 1. Those who love knowledge want to be told when they are wrong. It is stupid to hate being corrected. If criticism will help me to do better and be better, it's stupid to reject it. Proverbs 12, verse 16. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. If it's an insult, why would I want to empower and entertain the insulter by reacting to it? Proverbs 21, verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the heart. Why does an insulter insult? He thinks he's doing you, himself, his family, the church, the brotherhood, and the whole world a great service. Proverbs 21, verse 23. Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you'll stay out of trouble. What should be my first response? My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. James 1:19. Listen, ask questions, then listen again. Encourage the person. Tell me more. Express appreciation. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for wanting to help me. What else have I done or not done that is hurtful, ineffective, or disappointing? But they persist. Here comes another insulting, untrue, crushing complaint. Why do people do wrong and hurtful things? Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the heart. Jesus agreed with this principle as he died on the cross. He said, Father, forgive these people. They don't know what they're doing. Luke 23:34. Is it possible that some things that were right in my own eyes were wrong and hurtful? Have you ever done something you thought was the best you could do, then later realized it was the wrong thing to do? If you've done that, how would you want to be treated? Then how should you and I treat others? Can I suspend heaven and hell judgment on them and me until the proper time and in the presence of the proper person? 1 Corinthians 4, verse 5. Therefore, do not go on passing judgment before the time, but wait until the Lord come, who will bring both to light the things hidden in the darkness and disclose the motives of men's heart. And then each man's praise will come to him from God. Today we will be focusing on people who are hurtful and insulting. There are people who are difficult. There are people who are evil, wicked, and malicious. Must I continue to be hurt and abused by this person? How can I promote peace with this person? Consider Paul's summary in Romans 12:18. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. It may not be possible. It may not depend on you. There are people who aren't at peace with you because they aren't at peace with themselves. Then my responsibility is to learn to be content and not carry guilt because of something that's beyond my control. Listen to Jesus' explanation of as much as it depends on you. Start with accepting 2 slaps, giving 2 gifts, and walking 2 miles. I'm dealing with an abusive, overbearing, and demanding person. I want to be sure I'm dealing with an abusive, overbearing, and demanding person, and not that I'm oversensitive or having a hard day. Take 2 slaps. Jesus said, Matthew 5:38-39, "You know that you have been taught an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to try to get even with a person who has done something to you. When someone slaps your right cheek, turn and let that person slap your other cheek. Give 2 gifts. If someone sues you for your shirt, give him your coat as well." Matthew 5:40. Walk 2 miles. If a soldier forces you to carry his pack 1 mile, carry it 2 miles. Treat people right who treat you wrong, regardless of how you feel. Jesus continued, "You've heard people say, 'Love your neighbors and hate your enemies,' but now I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Then you will be acting like your Father in heaven. He makes the sun rise on both good and bad people, and he sends rain for the ones who do right and for the ones who do wrong. If you love only those people who love you, will God reward you for that? Even tax collectors love their friends. If you love only those people who love you, will God reward you for that? Even tax collectors love their friends, but you must always act like your Father in heaven." Matthew 5:43-48. Consider Paul's commentary on Jesus' teaching about difficult people. Dear friends, don't try to get even. Let God take revenge. In the Scriptures, the Lord says, "I'm the one to take revenge and pay them back." The Scriptures also say, "If your enemies are hungry, give them something to eat, and if they are thirsty, give them something to drink." This will be the same as piling burning coals on their heads. Don't let evil defeat you, but defeat evil with good. Romans 12:17-21. Jesus nor Paul told me how to feel. They told me what to do. It's okay to love people you don't like. Jesus and Paul told me what to do to people who hurt me, regardless of how I feel. Love, pray, give them something to eat, and give them something to drink. Then what? Be sure and listen next time as we explore ways to stop the pain. I love criticism, but not too much.
Thank you for listening to Gleaning Mustard Seeds with Jerrie Barber. If you found a mustard seed, send a text or email with the link to a friend. This podcast was brought to you by Jerrie's book, Between Preachers, You Can Grow Through Interim Ministry. Dale Jenkins wrote in the introduction, While Jerrie has written the only book I know by a member of the Church of Christ on interim ministry, the excellent principles in this book could be used as a book on healthy moving, or healthy leader-minister relations, or a book for every Christian on healthy living. I'd encourage you to get one for every elder you know. You can order your book from Amazon. There will be a link in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Jerrie looks forward to next week as we continue to collect and plant mustard seeds.